Alec,
Yes.
welcome back to Survivor Panama. I'd like to welcome you back. All right.
Well, thanks. Thank you.
Previously,
I
Big Dick
appreciate that.
Nick was voted out, as he
Big
was known on the island.
dick. What?
No, he was kind of like white toast Nick, more like
White to milk
milk
toast? Milk toast
toast,
Nick?
white bread, Nick. Yeah,
Wonder bread. We'll call him Wonder bread.
Wonder Bread Nick.
Um.
That's
So
him.
yeah, yeah. But he is voted out.
He was voted out.
Lots of build up.
It was lots of build up, which you didn't like, but
Yep.
it was Bruce in the middle
Mm-hmm.
being torn both sides. He had all these connections, and um, ultimately went back with Kasaya for the vote and voted
Yep.
out Nick. So
Yeah. Yeah. There was just. It was just one of those things where it was like. I get it. You have to have the build up. You have to have that sort of
drama.
tension, the drama. But like it was like too. It was like too heavy handed. It was more heavy handed than it felt like it needed to be. But
I don't know. There's editing makes it different than how it was on the island, and sometimes that's just how it
yeah,
is. I don't know which one this is. If
yeah.
it was actually like we don't know what Bruce is gonna do, it's kind of he
What's he
could go
going to
either
do?
way. But yeah, I mean it's a tough spot to be in for Bruce, even if you think you're on the
Mm,
bottom of your tribe. It's
yeah.
so hard to convince yourself to vote the other way because
Mm,
you'll just obviously you would think you'd be at the bottom of the other tribe. So
right. Right.
and then yeah, they didn't even have the numbers fully even. So if you'd switched over, it would have
Yeah.
been a tie in this instance. So
But it
you
was
needed
just kind of
someone
strange
else.
because it was just strange because I mean it just was like making all it just felt like a different tribe. Like now all of a sudden they're organized. It just felt weird.
I mean, well, I think that's Society's story has always been organized chaos. They've it's been the four have been chaos, but they've stuck together and managed to
Somehow
to stay like.
it's against all reason. Like
Mhm.
they've talked about splitting up like 15 times it feels like, and then
Yeah,
yet
but then
here
it's
we
like always at
are.
the end of the day, it's like, well, we're just gonna stick to the four. From the very
Yeah.
beginning, it's like, well, we don't really even care. We'll talk openly about who's gonna go out because it's the four. And
Yeah.
now it's just okay. We're Kasaya. We'll stick with Kasaya.
It just doesn't
And
feel like that should work at all, and somehow it is with this group.
I mean, we'll see if it's that simple. If it's gonna be straight up Haganging, then we'll see. But they've already made it much more interesting for a tribe that just seems to be doing it straightforward so far.
Mm. Mm.
And previously, Jerry, Terry wins immunity,
Jerry. Jerry
uh,
Lewis.
and he does still have that idol as well.
He does big
But
immunity, so he's
Austin Austin did do the play of telling everybody that he was trying to downplay his strength in the challenge,
which is
and
a weird
now
thing to
he's
just admit to
there.
everybody.
Yeah. So previously you did a power ranking. Okay, so we'll see
Yep.
how that pans out here. We got Bruce, Suri, Aris, Danielle, Courtney, Shane, Terry, Sally, and Austin. So if that holds true, Austin will be voted out tonight. We'll see.
It's true. The thing is with Bruce is that the reason that he's there is just because he's integral. He's kind of integral to both tribes. So at the present moment,
Mm-hmm.
so that could easily they could easily drop him down really fast. He hit bottom real quick. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Bruce could be a good bottom.
All right. So
All right.
click the link in the description below, and you can watch edited highlights of our recap. And by no, you'll come back for the recap. You'll watch the edited highlights of our reaction, where the link will take you to. And then yeah, you come back for the recap after that.
Yes. All right. Well, there you have it. Episode 9 of Survivor Panama.
Yeah,
What do you think?
that's it.
Austin's voted out.
It's done. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. It's a pretty good episode.
Thought it was a fun episode.
Overall, yeah, it's fun. You like to see more spicy things, but I think it's kind of a foregone conclusion at this point that pretty much just going to be a gonging here from here on out.
It
Though,
is.
though Terry does make a case for keeping sticking around for a bit.
right? If
So
he keeps winning these challenges and he's got the idol,
yeah, he's
it
a
might be
force to be reckoned
it
with.
might be a forced unpagonging. But still, even if it
For
is,
I mean,
even so far as a pagonging, it's like about as interesting as you can get for something like that. There's definitely
yeah,
still some intrigue in here. I like the whole. I liked Aris trying to cover his ass. So it was smart, even though it didn't pan out. He was smart to do that because like if Terry was gonna give the idol to someone, it would have been Austin. And in
mm,
that case, it's like they literally just get to vote Aris out for free, and he's like, no, I don't want to just let him do that. So vote for Sally. But he went about it a bad way. Obviously, he did not play it well because they did not take to
yeah,
it. But
right,
the,
right. And then well, he didn't get his way in the end, did he? So
and Courtney was kind of like, well, if he happens to give it off, so be it. He needs to give it off at some point.
mm,
And they would still have the numbers at that point too, right? So it's like not even the worst thing in the world for them, for her perspective. Um, but it was fun in the immunity challenge. They ended up going down to the Lamina. The last three Lamina people were in the end, between
yeah, I
Terry,
like that.
Sally, and
That was just
Austin.
a cool little poetic bit there, you know.
Which like actually the first immunity challenge, it was all Lamina people in the end too.
It
So
was,
just
yep, pretty much.
they
So
just
yeah,
got
because it was Austin, Nick, and
and Terry.
Terry. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But Terry wins again, and so the question is like, can we leverage the idol? He's
mhm.
seemingly willing to prioritize getting the group forward, the three. But so they talked to Danielle about it, like, and they talked to Bruce about how they talked to both of them about how they were. Shane basically said that it's gonna be Shane, Aris, Courtney, and Sari as the
Right,
final four.
right.
And so it's like, well, you guys are fifth and sixth here, so you come over, I'll give you the idol. Bruce will come over, all good. But it seems like they kind of missed the wave there.
Yeah,
They did kind of have one more chance here to work something, but it's kind of like, all right, well, now we're down to just Terry and Sally.
down to just the dregs, sort of. Yeah,
But Austin was voted out. He was the bottom of your power rankings last time.
he was made the most sense that that would happen.
Mm-hmm.
So
Only so much you can fake your strength in this
yeah,
situation.
yeah, pretty much.
Aris, Bruce, and
Nope.
Sally won the reward challenge in the beginning.
Yep, they did.
They got a
Um,
soaking wet bed and breakfast.
there's a Lamina moment right there.
A Lamina moment?
Lamina moment.
That's gross. Anything else for the episode?
Not a whole lot, I don't think. Yeah, we ate the breakfast in bed. Uh, that was about it though. Soaked breakfast in bed. It was like one of the like they didn't spend a whole lot of time on it. Um, but they got soaked breakfast in bed probably because it was like somewhat miserable reward.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Austin and
They
Danielle.
loved the food though. They had everybody was rubbing
Oh,
Sally's belly because she was so full.
they they did rub the food. They did rub the food. They loved the food.
They rubbed the food on her
They
skin.
rubbed. They loved it. Oh, that's how much I loved it. No, but I was gonna also talk about just one thing that was sort of funny. Was the fact that Austin and Danielle apparently had these amazing like moments of bonding that we saw literally none of.
It was both of
We
their.
just were
It was like
told,
their hardest days for both their lives. So,
yeah.
but it's
And
like
apparently there was like,
it's almost like it's like not interesting television when you isolate people like that.
yeah,
So it's
yeah.
like we
Apparently,
just put
apparently not.
it's like we just put these people through their toughest experience of their life, but then we just kind of get nothing out of it. So it's like, why are we doing this? But
But the thing is like that's what made Australia. That's what made the Outback such an interesting and gripping television was because of how like of how you could really get a sense of like how difficult it was for all of them.
at least they weren't by themselves.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It is true.
They had one other
Um,
person, but they still were not in any condition to be doing much, and they're
yeah,
in exile.
yeah. It's true. I mean, it was just, yeah, I don't know. It just seems kind of like, I guess there's just no, you can't get any interesting content out of it. But it's weird because it's like those are 2 days in those people's lives that
Hmm.
like we didn't know about, but apparently we're extremely formative to them according to them. Like
Yeah.
so that just seems so strange to me. But
So who would you
yeah,
give your MVP award to for the episode?
I think MVP is gonna go. I think he's gonna have to go to Austin.
Austin.
Um, yeah, I think he had a solid episode overall. He had just to me there was the moment that I was like, yeah, some bargaining chips here. We got some was that chips in the pile or whatever.
Oh, we got some bargaining chips, yeah.
Bargaining
Yeah,
chips,
something like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Something like.
So he had some zingers like that. I mean, like he is to me has felt like such a like he wants to be a bigger player this whole game than he has ever been in
Hmm.
the whole game.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of been kind of a entertaining bit where he was like it was so exciting for him to vote out one of the girls, the older women. Like that was like the biggest vote ever. But like this episode was, he had some humbling moments, even though he was still
Hmm.
uh he did still ultimately end out, losing.
Yeah.
But realizing that, oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that, it was really stupid. Um, getting to have getting to have a bonding moment with Danielle, a moment, and was in a couple days. Uh,
You just live
yeah, I
vicariously
mean,
through him.
I try. Yeah,
That's all.
I try to every day. I
So
would. I
Austin's the
mean,
MVP.
he
Personally,
is.
I really liked Aris in this episode. I think he had the right idea with the Sally thing, and I liked him in the challenge. He was putting it all on the guys. I don't know. I thought it was a good episode
I mean,
for
yeah,
him,
he had a good episode too.
even though
Don't
Courtney
want
was
to downplay
out.
that,
Everybody's
but
out.
yeah,
Everybody's out on Courtney. Everybody. Well, I guess just all the guys, huh?
yeah,
I guess Danielle made like
basically,
a little comment in the very beginning where she just thought she was weird because of the whole turtle thing.
yeah.
But other than that, Suri hasn't said anything, and but all the guys have.
All the
Um,
guys have been
all
pretty much like said talked about it.
right, so the power rankings. Okay, where is everybody at?
Okay. This is where gets fun again. All right.
Number 1 to 8.
Because Terry has the immunity idol, he's number one pretty much by default. I think he
Number
holds a lot
one.
of power. He might be on the losing tribe, but he has been dominating in all the challenges. He has the idol as a bargaining chip. He essentially he can control this game if he plays his cards right. I think he is an extremely, particularly because now we're down to what? We're down to
8.
8 people. He has a decent shot of if he can continue to win.
Well, he has to win. That's the only
He
thing.
does he does have to win, but the thing is that he doesn't necessarily have to win because he can other people are targets besides him too. It's hard. He's definitely not in a lower position, despite the fact that he is on the tribe that is getting decimated. Just simply for the fact that he has a way that he could be able to, because like he's never gonna rally a force behind him, but he could potentially delay or at least maybe get people on his side towards the end game. So he has the tools in place to be able to play a much longer game than he might otherwise. Um, Number one, Aris, followed by Shane, followed by Courtney, followed by Terry, followed by Bruce, Danielle, and Sally.
Well, you missed Suri.
I did miss Suri. That's right.
She beat the radar on you.
So she beat the radar. She's beating the radar. She wasn't as active in this episode, though she did have a couple of funny comments that I really liked. Like the thing was like, you go over there, you go. She like shoos ours away.
Well, she's previously number
Um,
2, so
yeah, that's my bad. I mean, you didn't go through the list again, so that's why I sort of forgot. she's high. She's high up there too. I think she's actually after Aris.
Okay, so Aris, Cerie, Shane, Courtney, Terry, Bruce, Danielle, Sally.
I think that's about the long and the tall of it here.
Sally, next on the chopping block. Yeah, I mean it'll definitely be interesting to see like when they turn on each other, how it's gonna go. You know.
Mm. That is, I mean, that's kind of what I've been wanting. I've been waiting for that. They like hinted it that it's like a powder keg,
The Chaos
just
Crew.
raring to go. But Chaosaya hasn't let loose yet. But when it does, man, it's gonna be something
Everybody's been
else.
holding back so much against each other.
Yeah, yeah. That's definitely what it feels like, especially with Aris being like whispering, fighting with Courtney.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
We're in the end game here, so not many episodes left. Come
no,
back next week for another episode. All right.
it'll be good.
What video would you recommend our viewers watch next?
Go check out the Survivor Thailand review that we did.
Okay. Go check it out. All right.
Yeah.
Until then, subscribe to the channel. If you enjoyed, leave a comment, like the video, hit the notification bell, and click the link in the description for our social media. All right. Take care.
All right.
All right.